Welcome to our channel, created to empower, lift, and inspire viewers worldwide. Before we start today's powerful message, please click the button below to subscribe to our channel. You will be notified each time we upload a new video. Let's get started. Grace is the voice that calls us to change and then gives us the power to pull it off. Max Lucado. Grace is a quality of moving in a smooth, relaxed, and attractive way by being pleasantly polite or a willingness to be fair and honest. Grace is our path to community, civility, and compassion. Grace, a Leader's Guide for Better Us by James Baldoni, provides an acronym for the attributes of grace. G is for generosity, the will to do something more for others. R is respect, the dignity of life and work. A is action, the mechanism for change. C is compassion, the concern for others. E is energy, the spirit that motivates us. Each attribute is distinct, but they all work together to make the concept of grace tangible and thus actionable. You cannot purchase grace. It is provided by means of a gift, and when you receive the gift of grace, you immediately realize how much you needed it all along. Grace is the most powerful force in the universe, so I would have to argue that it is the most beautiful word in the universe. It reaches you where you are and takes you where you want to be. It has the power to do something that nothing else can do, to transform you at the casual core of who you are as a human being, your heart. Grace is the ultimate spiritual game changer. It is the one thing that has the power to change you and everything about you. There is nothing comparable to grace. Grace will comfort you with the reality that you are less than you thought you were, while it comforts you with the promise that you can be more than you ever imagined. Grace will call you to examine yourself with honesty and humility, but free you from being paralyzed by fearful introspection. Grace will ask you to admit to your catalog of weaknesses while at the same time empowering you with newfound strength. Grace does not come just to a lucky few, but is available to all. To be strong in grace requires exercising balance and community. You must work at it. So how do we practice grace in our lives? Grace is not about perfection. Practicing grace is a process of trial and error that calls for consistent application. It is about slowing down and being mindful about how we interact with ourselves and others. Think of it as giving people, including yourself, the benefit of the doubt. Grace can be hard to practice, but the more grace you give, the more you will get in return. So here are 10 ways to practice grace in your daily life. 1. Start with yourself. If you can practice grace with yourself, you can more easily extend it to others. 2. Learn to let go. There are so many things we cannot control in life. Learning to let go of the things we cannot change is an act of goodwill we all need. 3. Practice gratitude. If you start from a state of thankfulness, it is much easier to act with grace. Being grateful shifts your perspective and allows you to function from a place of goodwill. 4. Forgive. Being able to forgive allows you to move on. You then do not have to carry the burden of anger or waste your energy acting out of malice against anyone. 5. Apologize. Accepting responsibility for your actions and genuinely apologizing allows all parties involved to move on. 6. Be mindful. Be conscious and aware of how you move through your daily life. Be in tune with your feelings, your environment, and those you interact with without judgment. 7. Speak kindly. There is a saying, you can catch more bees with honey than with vinegar. When we have something to say, the point is to be heard. Kind words can go a long way. 8. Have compassion. You never know what someone is going through. When you act from a place of compassion, you are extending goodwill to those around you. Number 9, accept people for who they are. Acceptance of who someone is allows you to make a better choice about how to interact with them moving forward. Number 10, have a sense of humor. We often take life too seriously. Everything is not a dire occurrence. Sometimes a good laugh will do you better than a good cry. Implementing a little grace into your daily life can go a long way. I am so happy you watched our video today. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications to receive information on new video releases. Thank you for watching and see you at the next one.